recorder.
নমস্কার, হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান। খুব ভালো লাগছে সবাইকে দেখে। Very excited to see everyone here. This is our second class. And যখন যখন তোমাদের সাথে লাস্ট কথা বলেছিলাম, when we spoke to you last time, you wanted to learn from the very basic. In fact, my niece Juhi, she said, if I was going to go to India completely on my own, how would I survive from the airport to home, all that stuff. So that's how we decided to design the classes. And we will go at a slow pace. Stop me anytime you don't understand or want me to repeat something. So exactly like that. So we have, there's a mascot here. There is a guy named Rob who is in the audience. The guy named Rob goes to Kolkata to visit his family after a long time. And he is at Netaji Subhash Airport, his first stop. Netaji Subhash is the international airport in Kolkata. There he starts his journey and he teaches us some survival phrases. And then he goes home, teaches us some more. Then Ronita will give us a little history lesson, and that will be it. And hold on, Ronita. Hold on. Can we go back to go back? Go next, please. Okay, here is what I was telling you. Okay, and let's go to the next slide. Thank you. So this is what আমার কথা শুনেও যেটা তোমরা বোঝো, everyone. The British ruled us for many years, and with that, they gave us a gift. Those of us who sometimes struggle with Bengali words, there are a lot of English words in Bengali. So Rob is lucky. If he doesn't know a Bengali word, he can say the English word with the Bangla accent, right? Are Robert suitcase kothay? Konta dead hoye gelo? You know, that's Bengali. So thank you, Ranita. Let's move to the next slide. And let's watch this video right now.
Hi, I'm Rob. I'm in Kolkata, and I need a taxi. Actually, why am I speaking English? I'm in Kolkata. I should be speaking in Bengali. আমার নাম রব, আমি কলকাতায় এসেছি, আর আমার একটা ট্যাক্সি লাগবে। এই দাদা, ট্যাক্সি কোথায় পাবো?
So এই যে রব যেরকম বললো, মাপি, please move to the next slide. Okay. Next slide, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Rob.
Okay. So যেটা আমরা শুনলাম, রবের তো মুখে অনেক বাংলা শুনলাম, but we also heard a loose word order. So আমরা ইংলিশে, আমরা যারা এখানে পড়াশোনা করেছি, or we have extensive English grammar from our phonics grammar classes, we know that English is a subject verb object language. Oh, there, subject verb object. So amra, when we say where do I get a taxi, of course, right, the get, the verb, and then the object. কিন্তু রব এখানে বললো ট্যাক্সি কোথায় পাবো দাদা, ট্যাক্সি where get brother. So the Bengalis subject, there is no rule like that in Bengali. He could have also said dada taxi kothai pabo, or just taxi kothai, no subject. Okay, so that way I think Bengali is a little easier to learn. Okay, Mampi, go to the next slide, please. Okay. Let us do some practice. Okay, and once again, look at the subject verb order. My name is, this is okay. আমি আমেরিকা থেকে এসেছি, আই কেম হিয়ার ফ্রম আমেরিকা। একটু জল খাবার কোথায় পাবো? দিস ইজ দ্য translation, but there is once again no perfect order to the words. Okay, let's go to the next slide. I am going to ask you guys, I have written it in English. Okay, so who do I have here? I have Ricky. Did Mickey join? Okay. Go ahead, Ricky, can you read this? Imagine you are in Netaji Subhash, okay? So you don't know where customs and immigration are. So this is what you are going to say.
Yeah. Immigration করতে কোথায় যাব?
Is this, yeah, কোথায় যাব বা কোন দিকে যাব, right?
Yeah.
Oh, where did it go? The next slide, please, Mampi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mampi, next slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Immigration করতে যাব বা কোন দিকে যাব, right? Or hi Juhi. Ribhu, what is the next one?
ব্যাগেজ ক্লেম কোথায়? কোন দিকে দাদা?
Baggage claim কোথায়? Or immigrations or customs, right? So these are pretty easy, right? Bathroom কোথায়? Baggage trolley কোথায় পাবো? Juhi, this is what you asked for, so I put up these things. Okay. Remember when we talked and you said just begin from the survival phrases?
Yeah.
And I was just telling them যেরকম আমরা এখানে ইংরেজিতে শিখি, like we know in English, there is a subject, verb, object. That's how all our sentences are fashioned, right? Kintu if you look at these sentences, that order is not followed because Bengali's subject verb is not a issue in Bengali. So yeah, look at where the verbs are, right? Subject here, right? So baggage trolley কোথায় পাবো দাদা? Currency exchange কোথায় করব? And notice how many English words are there, thanks to the British, right? আজ ডলার টু রুপি এক্সচেঞ্জ রেটটা কি? খুব খিদে পেয়েছে, স্ন্যাক কোথায় পাওয়া যাবে? And you notice যে এখানে সাবজেক্টে সবসময় দাদা দিদি, you say that, and that is commonly used to address any stranger. Older than you, younger than you, doesn't matter. Dada stands for any man, didi stands for any woman. Okay. Can anybody think of any other phrases that you have said or can say? No? Rivo, you've been there very recently.
The one that I can think of is like when we were leaving Kolkata. Ma doesn't give you my boarding pass sometimes. So sometimes I'm like, Ma, boarding pass ta kothay, or boarding pass ta dao amake.
So a lot of, and boarding pass again, right? Bengali word. So, okay, let's move on. Ampi, can you go back to the first slide, to the slide before this? Okay, no worries. Okay, move on. Okay, let's go. So now this one is bari giye. So Rob, our guide. So Juhi, we have this guy, Rob. He has decided he will help Bolli Bengali with some, to learn, of course, learn Bengali. So now Rob has reached home, and what does he experience when he goes home? Okay, Mampi, play the video.
আরে দিদা, কেমন আছিস? কতদিন পর তোকে দেখলাম।
হ্যাঁ, বড়দের ঠাকুমা দিদা এদেরকে তুই বলতে হয় না, এদেরকে বলবে তুমি কেমন আছো ঠাকুমা, তুমি কেমন আছো দিদা। আর তোমার যদি অপরিচিত কেউ হয়, মানে স্ট্রেঞ্জার, তাদেরকে বলবে নমস্কার, আপনি কেমন আছেন?
ঠিক আছে।
So first of all, kudos to Dida and Rob. I think I'm only, so I think they did a good job. But, and I know some of this is very basic for you, but we were thinking of people who have no exposure to Bengali also, right? So, Mampi, move to the next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So, there are 4 categories of pronouns in Bengali. Okay. First person, ami, I, amra, we. Second person, casual, tumi, singular, tomra, plural, second person. Third person, casual, e, o, she, singular, era, ora, tara, plural, and the fourth one is honorific. Okay, am I going too fast, Mickey? Slow me down if you have to. This is apni. Usually, I mean, we don't even use apni for people, like they maybe are Takuma, but we don't use apni. But for a stranger, yes, apni is singular, apnara plural. Third person, ini, uni, tini, and this is a lot, so you can take your time. And enara, onara, tenara is plural. Of course, if the person is much elderly, this is preferred, right? But for Takumas and Didas, we don't need to say that. Okay. Questions? Moving on? No. We're good? Okay. Mickey's reading, I can tell. I'll wait. Okay, good. Okay. Move on, Mampi. Okay. So verbs, okay, we did subjects, pronouns. Verbs are not a lot in Bengali. I put a few up there. And Munni, I don't know if you have ever put any thought to this, and most of you can speak pretty well in Bengali. But when you speak in Bengali, notice that the subject verb order is not usual, right? So look at this one. You know, verbs are not a lot. If you want to say a negative sentence, you just add na. Look at this word order. Ami jol khabo. I water drink. So look, the verb is here, right? So, and khabo can be used for both eating and drinking. Mickey, you look very confused. Okay, you good? Okay. Ami ekhon bhat khabo na, and look at the order here. I now rice will not eat, right? So, and also the verb, this one is important. The verb form shifts with the noun pronoun the usage. The khabo, me khabo, right? Tumi khabe, right? It becomes an E at the end, khabe. Apni khaben. So that one we will do more practice. I'm looking at it, 11:24, as time goes by. But so note it, this is the only thing you need to be mindful of, word order and the verb form shifting with noun pronoun usage. Okay, I am looking at my screen. Okay, let us make a sentence. Okay, give me a sentence with the loose word order as it is in Bengali with khabo. Juhi, your turn. Go, Baba. Oh, she's like, ugh, khabo.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Can you give me a sentence with khabo? And you can use I, or if you want to say, if you say me, Bob, what are you going to say? Khabo or what?
Kabe.
Khabe. So did you notice when you referred to me, right, you, then this one changed, the verb changed, right? Bab,
Yes.
tumi ki puchka khabe, whatever, right? So answer is
Okay.
no. Okay.
Ami ekhon coffee খাবে. I mean
Coffee
খাবো.
khabo.
Sorry,
See,
খাবো.
right? Tumi coffee khabe. Ami coffee khabo. So if it was going to be apni now, what would we do?
খাবেন.
Khaben. Good. That's exactly what I wanted to show you. So the verb form shifts with that usage. Okay. Ricky, go ahead and try. Let's try with I will sleep. Ghumabo is when you refer to yourself. I. Okay.
আমি এখন ঘুমাবো।
Okay. If you say it to me, you second person. So what are you going to say?
তুমি এখন ঘুমোবে ঘুমবে
Ghumabe. Ghumabe.
ঘুমাবে
It becomes the O becomes the E, right? Ghumabe. Right? And then if you're referring to an older person or a stranger, you will say apni ekhon ghumaben. Right? Okay. Munni, give it a try with hatbo.
With hadbo.
Yeah, hatbo.
Okay.
Hato.
আমি এখন হাঁটবো or তুমি এখন
তুমি।
হাঁটবে or আপনি এখন হাঁটবেন.
Good.
Wait, I have a
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
What if you're doing like just informal, but like in Kolkata everyone like তুই বলে কথা বলে, so if you wanted it to be
True.
more informal, how do you incorporate that?
Very good question. Thank you for reminding me. So tui is another you call, more cholti in Kolkata. Tui ekhon hatbi. It becomes bi, right? Tui hatbi, tui khabi, tui ghumabi, right? So when the answer notice je tui, e, or like I, whatever, that ending is also an I, tui ghumabi. The same thing, does it go with the, I'm trying to think of an easy way I can make that easier for you to follow and practice. Okay. Mickey, you want to try? You like to do this? Portable, reading. Okay, so Ami, first you.
Sorry, you can try
Okay,
first.
so first person singular number. Ami, you, right? Ami, ekhon.
Sure. Can you hear me first?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, so
Loud and clear.
yeah, singular would be ame ekon porbo, and
Ami
then
ekhon porbo.
then the
Second person, you.
would be tumi ekon porbe, and then the formal would be apni ekon porben.
Porben. Very good. So the one that Sue brought up, tui ekhon porbi. Porbi, right? Okay,
And
where
that's
is
the informal.
that is a very informal one. Like you would, like the cousins would call each other tui, right?
ববি
where-
এটা হবে
হ্যাঁ।
তুই কি এখন পড়বি?
তুই কি এখন পড়বি? But or I mean depends on if it's a question or command or something like that, right? So Obhirup, Ribhu, practice. Okay, খাবো, ঘুমাবো, পড়বো, হাঁটবো, খেলবো বলে ফেলো এবার।
Okay.
First person
আমি
start with
এখন
first.
খেলবো is
Uh-huh.
I will play.
Uh-huh.
তুমি এখন খেলবে is you will play. And then for the formal version of you, it would be আপনি এখন খেলবেন. And then the informal version of you would be তুই এখন, would it be খেলবি or খেলিস?
খেলবি. And that what খেলিস is you're bringing tense now. The tense will be another time. The other thing Indrani Di brought up, so what she said, তুই কি এখন খেলবি, she was forming it as a question, right? But I think even in Bengali, as in English, right, 4 kinds of sentences: sentence, command, question, exclamation. So that's a question. তুই এখন খেলবি, I'm telling you, okay, go play. But তুই কি এখন খেলবি would be a question. Right? Okay. Now I will bow off here. What is the next one? Okay. We did the practice. Next, moving on. Okay, so Mampi Mashi will now take over. She wants to give you a little taste of our history and our roots. And I will go bye-bye.
Can everyone hear me? তোমরা কি আমায় শুনতে পাচ্ছ? কেউ একজন বলো।
Yeah,
Yes.
ma'am.
শুনতে, right? Thumbs up? Okay. So as Mashi said, or our teacher Shangita said, I'm going to give you a bit glimpse of our history. আমি তোমাদের হিস্ট্রি বাংলাতে বলে ইতিহাস, এবং এবং হচ্ছে and তো আমি কিন্তু I don't teach history. I'm a research manager. I'm a history enthusiast. And the reason I brought this section here is because I think knowing your own roots and history enriches a human being. It may not be necessary for your day-to-day activities or your profession, but it is a personal, it has a place for personal improvement. When I talk about, I am here because I am a history enthusiast. I will go tangents. So if it's an issue with time, please stop me and let me know. Let's stop here, okay? And I will try to present facts. So if I'm going off charts, please let me know. I will start, আমি শুরু করছি with undivided India. So this map, what you are seeing, বাংলায় বলছি, এই ম্যাপটা তোমরা যেটা দেখছো সেটা হচ্ছে undivided Bengal before, even before 1905, right? So if you look at the bigger map, the world map, you all know where India is, I'm hoping. Before 1905 or even 1947, you see this was India. And the dotted lines, if you see the dotted lines right below Afghanistan, and then you see Northwestern Frontier, NW Frontier, that was where India started on the west. And it went through to before 1824, it ended here at Assam. In 1824, Burma was incorporated within India. But overall, what I'm trying to say here is leave Afghanistan away, leave Nepal, but this is what undivided India looked like. And what is highlighted in yellow, yellowতে যেটা highlighted আছে, ওটা হচ্ছে বেঙ্গল। আমার মনে হচ্ছে আমরা সবাই এখানে বাংলা থেকেই আছি, বেঙ্গল থেকেই আছি। Bengal is, in English we call it Bengal. In Bengali, we call it Bangla. And the one in yellow is undivided Bengal. During the British era, this portion was called the Bengal Presidency. There were major five divisions within India, the states, which was the Northwestern Frontier here. Then you see Delhi, then you see the United Province, what UP, British started UP, United Province, now it's called Uttar Pradesh, and a smaller version. Then you see the central provinces, Bombay here was called Bombay Presidency, then South India, and then it was Bengal. And as I have a footnote here, the map shows Burma, which is also called Myanmar now in the world map. It was added as an Indian province after the British conquered Burma in 1824. Now, here's the interesting part comes. In 1905, 1905 বাংলায় বললে 1905 বলবো. So 1905, British broke Bengal into two halves. They had a reason to do that, but we will talk about it later, right? এখন আজকে আমরা যেটা দেখছি আমরা ম্যাপের ওপরে আছি, বাংলার বেঙ্গলের ম্যাপের ওপরে. In 1905, the British broke Bengal into Bengal and Eastern Bengal. What you see in red here is what we call today West Bengal, and the eastern part of Bengal was what is now a different country, Bangladesh, and included Assam. It was still not Bangladesh at that point of time. Now, a 1905 এ যে ভেঙে দিল in Bengalke, it was called, in Bangla, it was called Bongo Bhongo. And Bongo means, Bongo is also Bengal, Banglao bolte paro, Bongo bolte paro. It's an older version of Bangla. And Bhongo means to break. Bhongo কথাটার মানে হচ্ছে break. So Bengal at that point of time, and from when the British came, it was the most, probably the strongest province. And there was a reason why the British broke it. We can talk about it later, as I said. So they broke it exactly in religious lines. When everyone that you are here, at least in today's class, as much as I think, all originated, everyone, like all the students that you're here today, originally you're from Eastern Bengal. Your roots are in Eastern Bengal, but now you do not stay. Like now your family has moved to the portion that is highlighted in red in Bengal, but the roots were in Eastern Bengal. When they broke, the British broke, Bengal, which you see in red, became majority Hindus, and East Bengal was majority Muslim, and Assam included. There was a huge pushback from the Indian nationalists against this break. And the British were forced to annul this Bongo Bhongo, and it was reunited. Bengal was reunited in 1912. However, this break left a deep rift between the two religions, which had lived in harmony for many, many years. But now there was a rift. And as I said in the beginning, I will present facts to you. I am reading from this book. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. It is a book written by Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, who was also a great Indian fighter. And he wrote this in his book, India Wins Freedom. He says in 1905, Lord Curzon decided to partition the province of Bengal in the belief that this would weaken the Hindus and create a permanent division between the Hindus and the Muslims of Bengal. So I'm presenting this as a fact, just to see why the British took this step. Moving now, 1905 goes, all these decades go, and 1947, India is actually partitioned. We can talk about it later if you guys are interested about the history of how this happened. But 1947, we formed two different countries. And what you see in green is Pakistan. And what you see in yellow became India. And the portion that your families, because ethnically you are Bengalis and religiously, most of you relate to the Hindu religion, the families moved to the portion that you see is in yellow. And this formed an Indian state of West Bengal. And the portion that is in green became a province or a state in Pakistan and was called East Pakistan. So you will see West Pakistan, this is West Pakistan on the west, and on the right, the portion that is in green is East Pakistan, and you see the huge different thousands of miles between the same countries, and it was all Indian land. So that is how it was broken. Some facts that I want to present here. Bengal partition, again, in 1947 also, India broke into two halves. That's India and Bangladesh. The west part, again, I said that western part of India western part of Bengal became a state in India called West Bengal. The capital city was Kolkata. Eastern part became East Pakistan. East Pakistan again broke in 1971 and became an independent country for Bengalis. And that's what is Bangladesh now. Present day map of India, I want to leave you with this. This is my last slide. This, what you see, is West Bengal. I think most of us present here will relate to this portion of Bengal. And that's what is part of it. That is what the Bengal part of India is today. So the Bengalis' history cannot be separated from the Indian history. Even today, though we have a separate country for Bengalis, India's history and Bengal's history go together hand in hand. I will leave my presentation here. And if you're all interested to know more, we can continue this conversation as part of this class. This is my last slide. I'll move on to the next slide. Thank you for coming. Next class is 4/24/21, April 21st, and I will stop recording now.